Hello everyone, welcome here. My name is Prosper. So in this video, I'm going to be walking you through CalendarHero. So this is a complete tutorial on CalendarHero where I'm going to be showing you step by step how to set up CalendarHero, how to create an account, how to create a booking, and every other thing that you need to know about CalendarHero. So basically, if you are wondering what CalendarHero is one of the best booking and scheduling software that you can find on the internet. So if you are a business owner, if you own an organization where you have a team member, or maybe you're just a solopreneur, or you offer certain services and you want your customers or your clients to be able to book for those services, or you just want to have a meeting or an event, you want to host a webinar or you want to host a class or everything that has to do with booking, scheduling, and appointment, and you're looking for a software, a platform that allows you to do all of these. And at the same time, even if you have a website, you can also embed your booking or your appointment system within your website. All of these you can achieve them using CalendarHero. So I'm going to be walking you through how to do all of this in the course of this video, so do make sure you watch it to the end. Okay, so before we get into it, if you are new to this channel or you are yet to subscribe to this channel, so kindly take out time to click on that subscribe button just below here. It's absolutely free to subscribe. So kindly do that right now. So just click on that subscribe button and the bell icon so that you can get notified of any video that I release. All right, so thank you very much for doing just that. I really appreciate. All right, so with that now, let's head over to CalendarHero and then let's begin the tutorial. So right now I'm currently on CalendarHero page. So to come over to this page, you can use the link on the screen, and you also find a link in the description of this video. So like you can see here, schedule every meeting faster. So smart scheduling software for modern business. Meeting takes time, but scheduling shouldn't. Okay, so before meeting, you might need to prepare and everything. So you shouldn't also waste too much time in planning how you can, go ahead and making it easy for your customers or your clients to schedule a meeting with you. So this is where the software comes highly recommended. And brief one, it comes in, let me just show you the pricing. So it has three pricing package or three pricing plan. So you can see it has the free plan, which is free for life. Okay, it has also the professional plan and then the team plan. So a quick summary about the different pricing plan is, so just like the free plan, you get access to the feature. If you scroll down, you are going to see what you stand to get using the free, the professional and the team plan. Now, depending on what you want to do anyway, you might be okay with the free plan. Okay, so the fact that it's free doesn't mean you can't get the best out of it. Okay, so by the time I end of this tutorial, you'll be able to understand the kind of plan that you want. And then if you want something more, based on the features that each of these plans offers, then you can just scroll through these pages and then see what it offers, or probably at the end of your free trial, because you are going to be getting 14 days free trial, and on that 14 days free trial, you are going to be on the professional plan. So that's where you're going to explore all the features that is within the professional plan. Okay, so if you feel like maybe at the end of 14 days, then there's a particular option that is no longer available, and then you definitely need it, then you can then opt for the professional plan. Or maybe after you have been downgraded and then you see that, okay, you are still okay with some of the services that you are getting, then you can then stick with the basic plan, which is the free plan. Okay, and then in terms of pricing, CalendarHero is very affordable compared to other booking software or booking system that even offers the same features and the same integration. Okay, so for instance, now the professional plan, you can get it for as low as $80 per month. Okay, and then you'll be good to go. All right, so like I said, you can get started with the free trial. So to get started, just come over here and click on start free trial. So let's go ahead and get started with a 14 days free trial. And the 14 days free trial comes with no credit card required, so you don't need to put in your credit card details before you can enjoy the features that you get for the first 14 days. Okay, all right, so for you to get, you can sign up with Google, you can sign up with your Microsoft or with Exchange. So for me now, I'm going to be using Google to sign up. So sign up with Google. So I'll just go ahead and select one of my accounts here. So let me just go ahead and use this. So continue. So definitely you need to select all. Okay. So once that is done, you also click on continue. All right, so now we have already signed up, and this is to say we've automatically synchronize your calendar so you can quickly start scheduling. Okay, so let me leave this at show me later. So just a brief explanation of what this is saying. We have automatically synchronize your calendar so you can quickly start scheduling. So remember the Google accounts that we added there. So any booking or any appointment we get, there's a way it integrates it with Google Calendar, just to make sure that there is no clash with other appointments that we might have within that particular calendar. So don't worry, as we progress, you are going to understand better. So let's do this later. So once you start, you sign up. These are some basic information that you definitely need to fill. So here it's saying, first, let's complete your profile. Please select a role so we can best tailor CalendarHero for you. So which of these best describe your role? So let's see. Let me see. For the purpose of this tutorial now, so you can see we have recruiter. If you're a recruiter, if you're into sales, if you're into customer success, customer support, assistant, admin, HR, venture capitalist, if you're into real estate, consultant, marketing, others, coach or a trainer. Okay, so let me just choose consultant. Okay, then here you put in your phone number. So let me just put it, your company size. Okay, so for this now, I'm signing up as a solopreneur, like just only me. Okay, but if you have a company size, maybe you have team members, you have workers, so you can just pick in a range that works for you. So let me just say 1. Then company type. Okay, so let me see. Okay, yeah, legal service. So that's what I had in mind. So legal services. So what would you like to name your meeting assistants? Okay, so let me just name my system. So let me name my meeting assistants PA. Okay, that's Prosper Agbleze. All right, so anyway, you can change it later. Okay, exactly. So once you are filling all of these details, you can just click on next. All right, so now next thing you have to put in is our time zone. So use the blend settings or manually set your time zone. Okay, so let me put it to my time zone, which is GMT +1. Okay, so I've logged that in. So for working days, so by default, we have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, then except Saturday and Sunday. Okay, so you can select your working days. So CalendarHero knows when to send morning meetings, briefing. Working days will also set your default availability. Okay, but this can be overridden by each meeting types for more control. So just a brief explanation. So this is where you're going to select your availability. So whatever we select here is what is going to be available when we start creating meetings. Okay, when we start creating events. Okay, when I mention meeting, event, booking, I'm still mentioning the same thing. It's just that some of these booking systems, they use different terms. Okay, but sometimes they are always saying the same thing. Okay, and then you can also overwrite it in certain booking once you are creating a certain booking type. All right, so let's just leave it like this. Then notification, send me a daily briefing. So I want this to be checked around what time? 7 a.m. If you want it earlier, send me a meeting briefing 1 hour before the meeting. Yes. uh, Copy me when a CalendarHero assistant send a meeting request. So this, you can still leave all of this checked. And then don't forget, these working days, you can also change it within the, once we are inside our profile or our account. Okay, so if, for example, Saturday and Sunday is not currently checked, if you need to check it, okay, then you can still do it once we are in our dashboard. All right, so you don't need to worry if you didn't check, or you probably made a mistake here. So with that, now let's go on next. So availability window, that's talking about the time that you'll be available for meetings, and for booking, or for whatever service you are providing, where maybe your customer or your client can also book for your service. Okay, so you also need to take notes that CalendarHero is not just for meeting. Okay, it's not just for meeting. Is if you also offer service. Okay, for example, now I selected legal service. If I want to offer consultation service, I can also use it if I'm offering maybe like a cleaning service or a barbing service, or a salon service, or maybe a car wash. I can also make use of CalendarHero, where clients can come over to my booking page and book for a cleaning service or for a car wash service, and then they're going to pick their time. They come over to my location, or I go over to their location to offer that service. So it's not only for official purpose. So you need to take note of that. All right, so availability window from 9 a.m. to 17. Okay, so the duration is currently set by default to 60 minutes. So location of phone number. So the informations here, you can easily change them in once you are in already. So, but let me just fill it now so that it can make, basically, if you're not going to be changing the information, it makes it much more easier when you are creating your booking. Okay. So click on next after filling all of this. Okay, so two easy way to get scheduling. Share a personal scheduling link. So this is a link that you are going to be sharing with people to be able to access your booking page. Okay, so let me just copy this. And there's an option to also change this. You can see just calendarhero.vip/meeting prosper 6. It's not looking too good. Okay. So you can see this is a public URL that you can easily share with anyone to self-book a meeting with you. Each meeting type has its own link, plus you can customize them. So we can also customize this, but let me just copy this for now. That means you can change it and use something more better. You need to take note that this link is just to show your, let me just say your CalendarHero profile, where it will show all the bookings that you have, all the booking or the services that you have. But each of those services, each of those bookings have their own individual link. Okay, so don't mix them up. All right, so once this is done, just click on go to my accounts. Okay, so now this is what our dashboard currently looks like. Okay, so you can see there's a menu at the left side, and this is the entire thing that you're going to be seeing in your dashboard. So by default, they've created like three different types of booking for us by default. So if you don't want them, if you want to modify it, fine. If you don't want it, you can just delete it and create yours. Definitely you're not going to need them, but just to make the process easy, that's why they created those. This is more like a template. I see it as a template. You can see there's an option to create your own. All right, so before we start creating our own, let's just go through some of the settings and see the option that is available within the settings. Okay, so right here now you can see no active tags. That means we don't have probably any booking right now. Calendar, no events in the next 3 days. Okay. All right. So under account, let's see my profile settings. So this is where you can, if you have reason to change your name, this is it. Then your location, if you want to put in your location, your phone number, your role. Remember those information we filled earlier. So if there's any reason for you to change them, you can come over to this page to change it. You can see my account, and then you come over to this, my profile, your company size, then your seniority. You can just put in what's your role there. Are you the vice president, the director, the manager, or just an employee, or the CEO? So whichever one that fits. So just fill it in. Then under my assistant, so remember when I put in a name for an assistant, the name of our assistant there, you can also change it here. Okay, so basically the assistant, what it does is that once we start creating some of this booking, you see that with the help of AI, we can also get things like our description and the likes. Okay, so if you want to create a footer, custom email footer, so you can see customize email footer of the automated email sent on your behalf. So maybe you want to have something at the footer like your name. Then I can just put in okay, let me just say registered lawyer or attorney, just for example. And then I can just put maybe the name of my website, like www.websites.com, and then I can just put in also maybe a phone number, like maybe 000, and then okay. So if I want this to be at the footer, I can also make it look better. Like this website, I can link it to the website itself using this link button to link it to the website. You can see. Then if I want to add maybe image, maybe my profile picture or my headshot, I'm sure you must have come across it. So this is where you can customize all of this. Okay, so once you are done, you save it. Then branding and display. So calendar display, do you want it to display on daily mode or monthly mode? I prefer the monthly mode. Then for custom logo, so I want it to display custom. It's currently set to no. So if you don't understand anything, you can just click on this icon here. You can see upload a custom logo. Okay, so I want to display a custom logo. So I come over here. So custom logo will replace CalendarHero logo. So wherever you have CalendarHero logo within your booking page, okay? So if you want to replace it with your own logo, this is where you can do it. All right, so let me go ahead and upload the logo. So here is my logo. And if you also want to use a custom icon, so display custom icon, if you want to disable it, but let me just display a custom icon. So for the icon also, I'll just upload this also. So upload icon. All right, so the next option is the footer. So you can see by default, CalendarHero includes a tagline in the footer of the invitee experience. So if you want to hide CalendarHero footer, just click on it to hide it. So let me save this. So now let's go to my collaborators. So if you want to include a collaborator, so you can see here it says collaborators are users who have shared their calendar availability with you. This makes it easier to book meetings on their behalf. You can also choose to collaborate with other users by sharing your calendar availability. So basically, you can also include other people, maybe a team member or a member of your staff, or, into your CalendarHero account, such that you can also bookings on your account, you can also share it with them, or you can also assign them to certain bookings or certain appointments that they are going to handle or manage themselves. So this is the link you're just going to forward to them for them to become a collaborator on your account. Okay, so this is very handy if you run an organization, or if you have other employee or other staffs or other workers. All right, so then we also have weather. So this is where you select your temperature units. Okay, so based on the country you are from. So for me now, I think we work more with Celsius. So this is it there, then I can just save this. So next one is email. So if you want to add additional email address and choose where to receive notification, this is where you can do that. Okay, so if you want to add more email address so that you can, you can streamline some of the notification you're going to be receiving, then you can do that within notification. Then for API, okay, so this is the API token. So you might need it for one thing or the other. Okay, so with that, now we've gone through the settings parts. Then the billing plan. So we are currently on the professional plan. Like I said earlier, if you sign up now, so you're going to be put on the professional plan. So you can see you're currently on the 14 days trial. You have 14 days left. Okay, and if you want to upgrade, you can also do that within this space. Okay, or maybe you don't want to wait till the 14 days. Maybe you already know what you want to do. You already know what you need, and you want to upgrade to the team plan. You can just click on the upgrade, and then you can just upgrade right away to the team plan. Okay, so these are other details that you might need to take notes of. All right, so let's come over here again. If you want to invite coworker, so you can do that here, and then CalendarHero applications. So these are some other applications that you can decide to enable: CRM, custom applications, and this is currently enabled. So knowledge base, if you want to enable it, okay. All right, so with that, now let's come back to our dashboard. Okay, so what I want to do now is let's go ahead and delete some of this. But before deleting it, let's just use that to see what it actually looks like. So let me open this in a new tab, and then let me open this also in a new tab. Okay, so let's just have a look at what this looks like. So this is for the meeting. Okay, so this is a meeting. This is how it looks like. And so this is the logo that we uploaded earlier. So you can see Meet with Sports Agbleze. And then let's come back here. So then we have it, then in the detail 1 hour, and then remember when we were signing up, we selected that our means of meeting is via call. So it will set it that automatically for all your booking, except you change it while setting up. So attendee 1, I want to invite guests. So this is where your customer or your clients can pick their dates and then their time, and then they can go ahead and complete their booking. Okay, so this is the other one. This is the other one based on the setup that they did. Okay, so here is the one for call. Okay, So this is what is going to look like. The front page is going to look like. So, but now let me show you how you can set up your own kind of meetings. Okay. So to do that, come over here to, you can see create your own. So just click on this add new. Okay, so meeting type name. So you can see custom meeting types let you configure meetings for the way you work. The name will be referenced when you want to apply the pre-configured settings to the one of your meeting. So let me just give it a name. So let's say, let me call this family law consultation. So I'll leave this. So personalized link, let me leave this. I think it's going to pick it up from here. So now here I'm going to select my availability. So this is the calendar that is going to send all the bookings I'm going to be receiving. You can see to successfully schedule meeting, ensure you have read and write calendar permission. So it's currently set to this particular Google account. So how long do you want the meeting to last? So you can see we have different options here. Maybe I want it to last for about 20 minutes. And then when do you want it start time? So customize the display of available time, start time offered to your invitee. Okay. So do you want it to display in increment of a particular minute or display hourly offset? So the meaning of this hourly offset is, for instance, now we've set our available time to 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. So when we put it as display hourly offset, it's to just use the time of the booking, maybe from 9:20 to 9:40 to then another 20 minutes interval, okay, based on the duration of the meeting. But if you want to set it to an increment of a particular time, maybe like 9:15, 9:30, 9:45, so that's what this is for. So I'll leave it like this. So set regular availability hour, simply click on the day to edit. So you can see by default this is what is there, but if you want to change any of the days, you can easily do that. Okay, so for Monday now, maybe I don't want 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. I can just click on it, then change it. And if I won't be available on Monday, I can easily turn it off. Now remember that when we are creating our accounts, we put Saturday and Sunday as off, that time is not available. So if for this particular booking or for this particular service, I want to make Saturday available, so I can just click on it, then enable it. So this will be enabled only for this service, and I can also adjust the time accordingly. So maybe since it's on Saturday, I want to be available only from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. I mean, till 2 p.m. So I can easily do that. So if you are hearing some background noise, it's currently raining as at the time of making this video. Okay, so I hope the audio is still audible enough. All right, so date range. So this date range is talking about how far in the future can they book these appointments. Okay, so in the next 3 weeks, in the next 2 months, or in the next 5 months. Okay, so but I just want to have it custom days. So in the next, let's say in the next 15 days. So what it means is that, for instance, maybe if today is 1, so that means you can book an appointment for on the 16th. Okay, so not later than that. So that's the meaning of this date range. So then the lead time. So you can see here. So like I said, if you don't understand any of these options, once you just click over your mouse over all this circle here, you are going to have a short description of what this thing is all about. So the lead time, it says lead time is the minimum amount of time before a meeting can be scheduled and helps prevent last minute meeting. Okay, so that means what's the minimum time before a particular meeting that someone can schedule or book for that particular meeting or that service. Okay, so 4 hours. 4 hours is okay. If you want something less, maybe 2 hours. Okay, it's left to you. Then the meeting limit. So that's how many meetings do you want to receive per day. Okay, so how many booking or how many meetings do you want people to book for in a day? So you can put in there. Then if you don't want any any limit, you can just leave it like that. You can see here, limit the number of associated meetings that can be scheduled in a day. So leave blank for no limit. So if you want to make sure that maybe people can book as many as possible, you leave it blank. But if you want to say, okay, I don't want to be receiving more than 20 meetings or 20 booking per day, then you can put in that number here. Okay. So priority, allow associated meetings to be scheduled over existing internal meeting. Okay, useful for prioritizing meetings with clients. So if you want, maybe if that time slot is already taken in another meeting and you still want to receive that particular booking, then you can check this. Okay. So basically this option is very good if you plan to use this as to offer service. Okay. And it also comes handy if you also have a team member that's going to attend to the customer or the clients, while you are also attending to someone else. Okay. So holidays, prevent scheduling on holidays. Okay. So if you don't want to receive scheduling on holidays, do make sure you check this. Then buffer time. Okay, so specific buffer times automatically ensure there is a free time available before or after the scheduled meeting. So what this buffer time actually means is that, if you want some few minutes before a meeting or after a meeting, you can easily put it here. That's the meaning of buffer time. For instance, if somebody book a meeting with you, an appointment with you from 9 a.m. to 9:30, if you didn't add a buffer time, that means you'll be available from 9:30 to 10 a.m. I hope you get that. You can see that there won't be any space maybe to prepare for the next meeting, maybe to take a break or something. So, but with buffer time, you are giving yourself more time to either rest or to prepare for the next meeting. So you can put in maybe, depends on you. So you can see we have custom options here, maybe 5-10 minutes, depending on what works for you. So you can either put both before and after. You can just put one of the two there. Okay. So, however, I just felt like CalendarHero should just make it also a custom option. You can see we just have some predefined time here, so there should be a custom option. But the times here are also okay: 5, 10, 15, 20 minutes, the rest. Okay. Then here we have the shared availability. So if you look here, you can see these are the options that are available, and this is what they actually mean. So you can go through that. All right. So now let's look at the location and conferencing. So for this location and conferencing, it's talking about how will the meeting be held. Okay, so if you want to do a video conferencing, so you can come over here to select either a dynamic or a static provider. Okay, so for this static now, you can enter the URL of maybe the video conferencing link that you want to use. If maybe you are using a custom or a private video conferencing platform, you can put. But if it's dynamic, you come over here and then you select your provider. If it is Google. Okay, and if you don't want to use video conferencing, you can just turn it off. And if it is going to be via call, you can just come over here and put in your phone number. And if it is going to be an in-person kind of meeting, then you come here and put in your location. Okay, so that's the meaning. So it's either you are doing location, that's in-person, or via call, you put in your phone number, or if it is going to be a video, you select whichever one that applies, maybe dynamic or static. Okay, so let me assume it's going to be a physical kind of meeting. So let me put in a location. So let me just put in Keja, Lagos. So maybe it could be your office address. Okay, and then once you come here, invitee experience. So here we have invitee language. So you can see if you want to be language specific, or you can just leave it at respect browser language. So invitee guests, allow your invitee to easily invite guests to the meeting. So if you want them to be able to invite guests to the meeting, so it all depends on you. Okay, so for example, now I can decide to check this off. Maybe since I'm offering a family law consultation, and I just want to make sure that the person is able to invite the couple or the other half, I can leave this checked in. But let me just check this off. So instruction message, you can see, use this optional field to provide a short description for your external meeting invitee. Okay, so if you want to put some instruction here, you can easily go ahead and type it here. Okay. All right, so the next one now is the confirmation UX. So by default, CalendarHero display a confirmation message after your invitee schedule a meeting. Okay, so select redirect to URL to automatically redirect invitee to an external website. So if you leave it like this, there's one that CalendarHero will display. But if you don't want it CalendarHero's own, maybe you want it to take them to a particular URL or a particular website after they must have completed their booking, then you can just come over here and put in the link. Okay, maybe you want to send them to your website, or for example, now for this one that I'm creating now, I'm creating a family law consultation meeting, right? So maybe after they have completely booked for the service, I can send them to a page on my website that talks about family law, maybe what to expect, and different things, different information. So I can put in that link here. Okay, so it all depends on you. So let me just leave it as display CalendarHero confirmation page. Okay, but if you don't want it, personally, I always prefer to send them to a particular link. Okay, I can send them to my website. I can send them to maybe to a website where they can download a free ebook. Anything. You can just be creative with this. Okay. All right. So invitee question: easily collect information from your invitee by asking them optional question. So once someone is booking for an appointment with you or is booking for your service and you want to ask them some question, this is where you can put in that question. So let's say, for example, now, since I'm doing family law, I might want to ask that. Okay. I might want to ask their marital status. So marital status. Okay. So for the answer type, we are going to have a long text, short text, drop down, multiple choice, consent form, and then phone number. So maybe I just want a drop down or a multiple choice. I think there's supposed to be radio, but there's no radio here. So the meaning of the long text is maybe something more than one sentence. Short text might just be something within one line. Drop down has different options that they can choose from. Multiple choice, that means different options where they can choose more than one option. Okay. And then consent form and then phone number. So let me just choose for this now. Let's see, drop down. Okay, so answer one, let me see, that will be marital status, married, and then single, or then divorced. Okay, so I hope I got that right. All right, so I can leave it like this. So if I also want it to be required, you can see there's an option here such that they must answer this question. So I can tick on the required option. Okay, so if I can add as many questions as possible. So if I also want to add another question, maybe this time I want to ask the agenda. And then you can also select, let's see what multiple choice looks like. Okay, so depending on what you choose, but I've explained the difference between all of this. So this is the preview of this first one that we choose. So you can see, okay. So if I should select multiple choice now, let me just show you how it should look like. So if I select male, and then the second one should be female. So you can see this is the preview male. So then they had to select one options out of this, okay. But there should be a radio button here which allows them to pick only one option, but this is not available within CalendarHero. Okay, so but we can still make use of this drop down for this. I think drop down will make sense. So let me put in male, and here let me put in female. So here they can select their options here, male or female. Okay, all right. So this works fine, and then I also want it to be required. So you can see if you have more than 3 options here for them, you can see the option to add more here, and you can, like I said, you can add more questions. If you want to rearrange this, you can see there's an arrow to take it up or take it down. And if you don't want it, you can easily cancel it. All right, so that's for invitee question. And if you want to add Google Analytics, so you can see it here, you can go into your Google Analytics and get your tracking link, and then you paste it here. Okay. All right, so the next thing that is here is if you want to embed it into your website, you can say add to your website. That means this particular booking now, if you want to embed it on your website such that you don't want to send them to a particular link, or Course Hero link itself, you want it to be on your website, you can come over here and select the option that you want, maybe embed, inline embed. So once we save this, then we'll be able to see the code. You can see the view embed code. Please save your meeting type first. So since we have not saved it, we can't see the code. The code will appear here once we save. You can see. So now the next thing is if for payments. So you want to collect payments. this is where we can select the option. So right now we can't select payment because we've not integrated a payment system. We've not done any integration with respect to payment. But once we do that, there will be an option for us to put in payment, and after that we'll select the amount. Okay, you can see, and the other options, then the payment terms, we can also put it here. Okay, so once we integrate payments, this option will be turned on. So for now, let's leave it as off, do not collect payments. So now these are all the settings for you in order to create a meeting. Okay, so let me just click on save. Okay, meeting name cannot be blank. Okay. All right, so I was trying to save and it's saying that meeting type cannot be blank and can only be one word containing letters and numbers. So let's go back to correct that. So you come over to names and links. So under this meeting type name, so let's leave it as consultation alone. Okay, so the meeting title is already having the family law consultation. Okay, exactly. So now let's go back and go and save. Okay, so you can see successfully created consultation meeting type. Okay, so this is the meeting type consultation. So, and this is the link. So if you have to share it with someone now, we can easily send this link across. So if I should copy it and open it in an incognito window so that we can see how it looks like. All right, so you can see it here. You can see our logo here, family law consultation, and this is the name. I mean, I'm the one that is the host, or I'm the one that is providing the consultation service. Okay, and then the details 20 minutes. I remember we selected what's the name? Contact, that's by phone. Okay, and as me we select, I put in an address now to show the address here. Okay. So by the way, I created the booking again. So I think the second time I put in phone number. So attendee, I want to invite guests to the meeting. So if you can put in, you can see based on the option that I selected. So yes, send request, and then you can put the guest email address here. Okay, so whatever, based on the information you selected while creating it, that's what will pop up here. So you can see that there is no branding here in terms of the CalendarHero branding. You can see you can't find any of their branding here. Okay, so now you can select the date for the meeting. So let's see, maybe on this date, and then maybe around 9 a.m. Okay, then select. Okay, so we need to enter. Okay, no, let me uncheck this. Let me uncheck this. That means the attendee. So select. So then let me fill in this information real quick. So I'm filling this information now as a customer or as a client or as an attendee. Okay, so let me just put in. So then remember the question that we created earlier. So marital status. So let's say married, then gender, let me select male. So then this is the details. Wednesday, June 11 from 9 a.m. to 9:20. So once you are done, click on confirm. Okay, so you can see now we've been able to, you can see your meeting is confirmed. All attendee has received an email and a calendar event with the meeting details. Okay, so you can see that now that we are done with the booking, it's not taking us anywhere. We are still on the page, and that's because we selected the option not to get redirected after the booking. Okay, so this is what it will look like. Now, if I should go to my email as the solopreneur or the service provider or as a consultant, I'm going to receive an email. Also, the attendee, you understand, so that's the customer or the client, are also going to receive an email. That is how it's going to be. So now let's go back. Let me close this. So if I should come over here to schedule, all right, so I'm currently click on meeting, so you can see. So if I should view my calendar, no event in the next 3 days, that's because it's in later date. So if I should come over to calendar, So you can see it here on the 11th. I already have it included in my calendar. Okay. So this is it here. So now remember the option to add to websites, which we were unable to get the code because we've not saved it earlier. So to get the code, if you want to embed this particular booking to your website, just come over here and click on the three dots, click on add to website. So you can see this is the code. So the code has been generated. So you can just go ahead and copy this code, head over to your website, whatever website you are using, maybe it's WordPress, Squarespace, and then you go and embed this code. Then the booking form will automatically pop up on that page. Okay, just like we saw it on the when we click on the link. Okay, so that is it for on how to embed the booking system within your website. So now let's come over to integrations. So for now, these are the integration that we already have. So if you want to add more integration, so just click on here, you can see add integration. So you can see here, these are all the integrations that are available within CalendarHero. So if you scroll down, whichever one that you want to add that you need, you can just click on the add button and then you'll be able to do that. Okay, so you can see. So let's say I want to add the one that will allow me to accept payments. So I'll just go ahead and look for PayPal or Stripe. So I can just, or I can just simply use this short here to help payment. When I click on payment, you can see Stripe is available. So if I want to enable Stripe, I'll just click on the add button. And then maybe I want to do for video meetings and the likes. Then that's talking about the likes of, so you can also search here. So video conferencing, okay, this is it here. Maybe I want to put in Zoom. So you can see I can put in Zoom, different Zoom, Google, and then Microsoft Team video, WebEx meeting, and the like. So once you put in all of this integration, then the option will be available when you are creating your meeting, okay, or your service, okay, where people can book your meeting. So guys, that is it on CalendarHero. I hope you find value in this video and you find this video very helpful. Don't forget, if you want to come over to CalendarHero and get started, so you can just, the links is in the description or just below this video to just sign up, and then you can see it is very simple. There is not too much confusion here. All the options here are very clear and very straightforward. So, but if you have any other questions with respect to CalendarHero, feel free to let me know in the comment section below. And then let me know what kind of service are you offering, or what kind of business do you do that you want to use, that you are considering CalendarHero for. So let me know in the comment section below. So guys, thank you very much for watching. Please, if you are yet to still subscribe to the channel, please click on that subscribe button. And if you find value in this video, please give the video a thumbs up. So with that, guys, I'll see you all in the next video. So thank you very much, and bye for now.